Hey there, it's Gregson. Welcome back to Shifting Lanes. Today we are diving in and talking about the Volvo XC40, but more specifically, what you should know when you go to buy one. If you know this channel at all, we've owned a lot of Volvos. So when we get the opportunity to review the XC40, one of the newer offerings from the Swedish stalwarts, we jump at the opportunity. In fact, we reviewed the XC40 twice. I drove it on a quick press drive, and Hansen had it for a 7-day press loan in early 2020. The latter being the best viewed video we've ever made. If you haven't seen that review, click the card above and check it out. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it and be more informed about the car. In this video, we'll be going over what to look for when you do go to buy the car. Things such as common issues, any service bulletins on the car, active recalls, and an overall reliability rating from trusted sources such as Consumer Reports. But first, a brief overview of the XC40 itself. The XC40 is Volvo's smallest SUV offering and is in direct competition with the Audi Q3, Mercedes GLA, BMW X1 and X2, and the Cadillac XT4 among others. The XC40 came out in the US for the 2018 model year and has 3 full production years under its belt. It offers a 2-liter, 4-cylinder engine in all variants with either 187 horsepower or 248 horsepower depending on trim level. It has 20.7 cubic feet of trunk cargo volume and 47.2 cubic feet with the seating area folded. The XC40 has 3 trim levels. The first is called Momentum, which is the base model starting at $33,700. The next is R Design, which is the sportiest version, starting at $39,950. And the last is Inscription, which is the luxury version, starting at $40,450. There is also a new electric version that Volvo calls the XC40 Recharge. The Recharge starts at $53,990 before any government rebates or credits, and boasts 200 plus miles of range with 407 horsepower. If you've made the decision to purchase an XC40, then the rest of this video should help you make an informed decision about the car itself. I'm not here to tell you how to negotiate, but after this you'll be able to see some common areas where the XC40 both shines and fails. First, let's talk about any active recalls that the XC40 has outstanding. Currently, there are 4 active recalls on the XC40 as outlined by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, or NHTSA. Currently, there are 4 open recalls for the 2019 model year. These include, on August 15, 2018, missing rear seat back lock strikers. If the seat back moves forward during hard braking or in a crash, it can increase the risk of injury. On August 22, 2018, brake pedal may be loose. Reduced braking performance can increase the risk of a crash. On November 13, 2018, no GPS location in the event of a crash. If the GPS location is not provided to emergency personnel, it can inhibit emergency response in the event of a crash or injury. March 12, 2020, automatic emergency braking may not engage. If the automatic emergency braking system does not engage as intended, it can increase the risk of a crash. There is one recall for the 2020 model year that is the same for the 2019 model year cars. It is the automatic emergency braking may not engage recall on March 12th of 2020. Before buying this car, you'll need to ask the dealer if these recalls have been done. If they haven't, that's not necessarily a red flag, as the previous owner may not have done the recall work or not known about them at all. Just have the dealer do the recall work and get it in writing. You should be fine to move forward to the next step after this. You can find all of this recall information on nhtsa.gov or one of many other sites like Consumer Reports. This is all public information, and you should absolutely do this research before buying any car. On to some technical service bulletins, or TSBs, for the Volvo XC40. According to Wikipedia, a TSB is a communication from the manufacturer, like Volvo, that document recommended procedures for repairing vehicles, and happens when there are several occurrences of an unanticipated problem. For example, if consumers keep reporting that their doors won't lock, and it's happening across many different shops or dealers, the manufacturer will look into it, and if there's a fix, issue a TSB so that if it happens again, the fix is easily understood and rectified. The manufacturer may also find fixes proactively and issue a TSB if the fix does not require a recall. For the Volvo XC40, there are nearly 300 TSBs on the 2018 through 2020 model years of the car. This is by no means a standard for reliability, however. For example, if you search carcomplaints.com for the TSBs on the Toyota Camry, which is a pillar of reliability, there were still over 100 TSBs for the Camry from the 2018 through 2020 model years, as we're talking about for the XC40. and there were almost 1,000 TSBs for the 2007 model year of the Camry. So take this into consideration when doing your research. For the XC40, I won't go into all of the TSBs they list because that would make this an 87-minute video. However, it's worth poking around websites that list this information to get a better understanding of where potential problems may lie. Also, according to carcomplaints.com, which is a really good resource for researching information like this, alongside the NHTSA website, the most common TSBs are electrical, equipment, and equipment adaptive/mobility, which means things like adaptive brake assist, adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, etc. This is also true on the NHTSA website, but it does not have as many TSBs listed as car complaints for the 2019 model or the 2020 model year, which has 182 and 50 respectively. Overall reliability on the Volvo XC40 is still up in the air. It's a model that only has a few model years under its belt, and it sits on a new global platform for Volvo and parent company Geely. Consumer Reports is a good resource for reliability ratings, as most of the complaints are user or buyer reported. However, it's worth noting that this is a paid service and you'll need to pony up a subscription to unlock all of their ratings. Given that, I won't show you everything in their report, but as you can see, there are a few trouble spots here, the same ones listed on the NHTSA and Car Complaints websites, and Consumer Reports gives the reliability rating of 3 out of 5 or 60%, just above average. The rest of the report does match up to the NHTSA bulletins, with most of the car being very good, and the trouble spots being mostly electronic and system equipment related. Other websites have listed the XC40 as above average reliability as well, given public information on the car thus far in its life cycle. With all of this being said, should you still go in to buy the XC40 if you made the decision to purchase? It's in our opinion that yes, you should. The XC40 doesn't seem to have overwhelmingly major issues that should prohibit you from, at the very least, keeping it on your list if you're cross-shopping small luxury SUVs or crossovers. It's a surprisingly roomy, nimble, and well-sorted car that can be had at competitive prices compared to the competition. If any of these issues do crop up, you will still have a factory warranty to cover you should anything happen. Volvo also now currently offers a 5-year unlimited mile certified pre-owned warranty that I have on my personal 2017 XC90, and I can confirm it's already paid for a few items that have worn out, including front brake rotors. It's a very good warranty and should help you if you cannot purchase new. That will do it for today's video. I hope that it helps you in making your buying decision a bit easier if you're looking into a new or used Volvo XC40. It's really paramount to do your research on all of this stuff because it makes you a better informed buyer when you go to the dealer to purchase any new car. If you did like this video or found it informative, please consider hitting the subscribe button, turning on the notification bell, and giving this video a thumbs up. It really helps us out. If you want to follow us outside of YouTube, you can find us at Shifting Lanes on Facebook and Instagram, where we post things about cars we review, our personal cars, and industry news and adventures. Again, my name is Gregson. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.